Hi.
Hi. Oops, I
How are
forgot to
you?
change. Sorry?
I just said, how are you?
No, that I forgot to take my boyfriend's name off the Zoom.
Hey, look at everybody already. Okay. I have to put some lipstick on.
What's mine? Oh.
Yours looks good. Is that the crush berry?
No, but I found mine today. I lost it like 2 months ago.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the washroom too while there's just a few of you. Yeah.
Pee fast.
Oh, there's actually just two of us. I'm signed in on a non-video participant so I can see everybody on my computer screen.
Oh, smart. You know what? I
Yeah.
should do that. I always used to do it on my laptop and I could see everybody's face, but my laptop keeps beeping.
I was on some meetings. I've been doing more Zoom meetings, obviously, because of this COVID-19. And people would share their screens and I'd be like, what? What? So I thought, nobody wants to see that.
No. I always used to be the only one on my laptop, and I was like, yeah, you can see it. It's right there. Or you have this option, or you can do this, and blah, blah, blah. And people are like, what? No, you can't. I don't see that. I don't have that option, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, now I understand. Now I'm on a tablet. I'm like, oh, I don't have that option.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I was on the phone with Rachel Gill McCready from corporate, so I literally got off the phone 2 minutes ago, and so now I'm like, oh, I need to pee first. Oh, Carol's already recording me. Is she already recording me? Oh gosh. Hopefully we cut that part out.
I don't think we said anything bad-ish.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Look at us. Give everyone a couple minutes. Get cozy. Get your tea. You guys, I seen the funniest thing the other day. So somebody posted about doing Zoom etiquette for business and meetings and things like that. And she taped a tea bag string on the outside of her thing, and she just taped it on the inside, and she put champagne on the inside. And so she was drinking champagne, but she looked like she was drinking tea. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Ask Lorraine. I was going to ask Lorraine if that's why she was commenting on all our mugs yesterday.
Oh, maybe. Here we go. All right. So, let me get what. Oh, this looks so different than today. Okay.
So just as an FYI, it looks like there are two Adele Andersons, but it's really just me on my phone and my computer screen so that I can actually see everyone.
Excellent. Good to know, because I probably would have been confused by that. I am confused very easily. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone 1 more minute to come on, but I have to show you guys what my team and I are working on. So look at my wall. This is my wall, and this is every Post-it note represents 100 wholesale that my team has to still do to finish our top 10, our trip, our 600,000, our unit club. It's crazy. So this week I've encouraged them all to put Post-it notes on their walls of how much they still need to do so that they have a goal to track and work towards. So how cool
I
is that?
just finished mine.
Oh, Desiree just did hers. So that might be a fun idea for you guys. There we go. Desiree to finish her diamond ring. That's what she needs to do. So we're going to take it down and show our teams, our customers as we do it. It's going to be awesome. Good job, Desiree.
That was a lot of arm work.
I know.
That's a great idea.
My laptop's just gonna die. I have to plug it in. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Too much Zoom in these days. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. We got more of us. I can't decide if I ever want glasses or not glasses. This is a problem these days. Glasses, no glasses, can't decide. Can I see? Nope. All right. Nope, no glasses. Let's do this. How are we tonight? Happy Wednesday. I am so excited that you're here, that you have joined me, and that we are getting to be in each other's spaces. I don't know about you guys, but I've just really found that connecting and getting together and chatting has really made a difference in keeping my sanity. I don't know about you guys, but it's keeping me sane. It's keeping me excited. It's keeping me motivated. So thank you for being on and still just being committed to your team and whatever it is that you guys are working towards. Tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about charisma and boldness. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think charisma means to you? Maybe if you have a pen and a paper, got a couple notes down, let us know what it is. I can't mute. Okay. So if you have noise in the background, just make sure that you're muting. Oh, look, mine says my son's name. This is what happens with homeschooling right now, right? Okay. So if you, make sure you're muted if you have to. Okay. So I want you to write this down. What does charisma mean to you? What does charisma in your business and as a person, what does that mean for you? Like, what does that represent for you? Charisma. And I want you to do the same for the word boldness. What does boldness mean to you? So what is charisma and what is boldness? And how are you adding charisma and boldness into your Mary Kay business? So what a charismatic person is, oh, good one, Adele. Never even thought to write it in the chat. Thank you. Okay, a charismatic person, it involves paying attention and interacting with people. And the traits that make up a charismatic person are positive and appealing to others. The charismatic person uses the skills to get people on their side, perhaps on a professional level, on a ideological level, or on a social point, right? So being charismatic really it means that you are compelling attractiveness. That means that you are being charming. It means that you can inspire others. It means that you have personality. Your personality has strength and character and magnetism. So being charismatic is a really important feature for me as a leader in Mary Kay. So how can a person be charismatic or learn to be charismatic? Well, I think so, absolutely. I think that we can all learn to be a little bit more charming, so to say. All it takes is some modifications in our behavior. So charisma is about what you say and what you do, opposed to people who just say things and then maybe don't do it or follow up with it, right? So your subconscious and your social cues, your physical expressions, and the way you treat others all play a part in developing your personal charisma. So I think it's really important to just take a look and think to yourself, like, am I a charismatic person? Am I adding charisma on a daily basis? How do you become more likable and more charismatic? Over the years, studies have shown that there are 7 different principles of likability that I encourage you to practice. So lots of these we have learned over the past few months and years in Mary Kay, but sometimes it's really important to just take a look at them again. So the number one way to learn to become more likable or more charismatic is to smile. Number one is to smile. Like, truly smile. Like, how do you not just like look at a person that's smiling and not smile? That's all you gotta do. And like, smile all the time. You know, how many people right now need to see your smile? If you're driving, when I'm driving, I mean this in the kindest way, but I make it a personal point to not have RBF. Does anybody know what RBF is? Resting bitch face. You know that face when you see people and they just look like so negative Nancy? I make a point of being like, perma smile. When I'm driving, I make a conscious effort to just be smiling. Because if somebody drives past me and they see the Mary Kay lady in the pink Cadillac with the RBF face, no, that doesn't do it very good for my charismatic personality, right? So number one is to smile. Truly, just smile all the time. You can't be unhappy if you're smiling, right? The number two thing is look at people. After smiling, like look at them. Make eye contact with them. Eye contact is the biggest principle of likability. People like to be looked at. You know, it's kind of, I remember when I was first building my business with Mary Kay, I had a really hard time looking at people. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that like kind of maybe makes you nervous a little bit, and you like, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I just had to consciously make an effort of, Mary Kay says, like, look left eye to left eye. If I can look left eye to somebody, it's easier. But if I have to like look at them like straight on, it's so much harder. But if you look at somebody in the eye and you make contact with them, they're like, oh, this person likes me, right? And then you smile again, and then she's like, oh, she really likes me, right? You're gonna be more likable when you can smile and when you can look at people. Okay, so I really like right now that we are in this new stage of life where we get to do these virtuals and these Zooms, because you get to see people and you get to smile with them. Like, even if I don't even say a single word to you and I just sat here and smiled at you guys, you're gonna naturally just put a smile on your face. Like, seriously, it just happens, right? So that is gonna make you more charismatic, okay? Number three is don't be moody. You are not gonna be likable and very charismatic if you are moody. If you have RBF, figure it out. Figure it out, right? You can't be moody. People don't like moody people. People don't want to be around moody people. I have two girlfriends, like really good girlfriends, and they're my good girlfriend, but they are moody people. And when they are moody, I'm just like, girl, you need to go in the bathroom and take a shot of vodka or something, because I can't even handle you right now, right? Moody people are not fun to be around. So if you feel like you are a moody person, you got to figure out a way to keep your mind intact, right? Number four is work on yourself. So I think this is a really important thing to think about right now, especially with the life that we have going on in such uncertainty. I've been really blessed, and I've been very excited, because I don't feel like this has been a bad experience for me. This being in quarantine has not been awful. In isolation, it hasn't been awful for me. I think it's been so great, because we've been able to connect as a family and build relationships and, do all these things. But that also takes work to be in a good mental stability place, right? To be able to do that. So you got to work on yourself. If you need a day to just sit and breathe, then take a day to sit and breathe. You know what? There's been days where I woke up and I was like, I'm not doing Mary Kay today. It is not happening. I'm just not doing it. And so I just don't, right? And I'll go and I'll paint my nails and I'll do my things with my daughter, or we've been jumping on the trampoline with the kids. Actually, I don't jump on the trampoline. I'm just afraid I might break my back, but I watch them. And so, you just got to really work on yourself. Number five is don't be judgmental. I talked to this with my team about this last night, and we did actually, it was really cool, because last week I know Carol talked about Brene Brown and some of her things, but I talked about Brene Brown last night to my team, and about a conference she went to, and teaching people that I'm losing, I can't think of the words, assuring them that they're good enough, right? Or assuring them that they're giving their best. And so just, don't be judgmental. don't judge people. You don't know what's going on. If your clients are not messaging you or calling you back, it's okay. Assure that the best is happening, right? Like, you don't know what's going on in their life. Don't judge them right now. Today, this is not the time to judge anybody. Just to be grateful, to be alive, to be in each other's space, to have friendship, to, you know, whatever it is that you have to be grateful for. Just try not to judge other people. Number 6 is don't be an attention hog. Oh my gosh. Okay, as charismatic person isn't the person that's, you know, oh, look at me, look what I did, look at all these great things. I'm so great, I'm so wonderful. That is not a charismatic person. And I don't know what you guys said. I don't want to be in a room with a person that can't stop talking about themselves and, you know, sharing the love. Everybody wants to be proud of what they do, but they can't be the center of the attention. And so don't be an attention hog. That is not going to help you become more charismatic. And number 7, be quick to apologize. Man, if you do something wrong, you got to own it, right? We have to be able to be apologetic. We have to be able to accept that we're wrong. I don't know about you guys, but I did a Zoom call. If you guys were on it a few weeks ago, and I totally crapped the bed on it. And I said, I was like, I probably should not have talked about that. I shouldn't have did that. And so then what do we have to do? We have to eat our crow and go and apologize, right? I'm like, I'm so sorry I did that. I called your directors and I was like, you guys, this is what I did. And so, you know, apologize. And you know, all 3 of them were just like, Raymond, it's over. Don't talk about it again. I'm like, okay. But, you know, be apologetic. So how do I become a charismatic leader? So if you want to lead your team with charisma, you must learn to develop the following characteristics. Build a connection. Number 1 is build a connection. You guys, I don't know if you're learning this, but with all this Zoom and stuff that we are doing, these connections that we are building is so powerful. It is so powerful. You don't want to lead by authority, but by connecting, right? If you're building a team and you're developing a team and you're moving up, you don't want to be the person that says, go do this, go do that. You know, I was telling my team last night, I just believe that I'm giving you this information, and if you love it and you want to do it, then you're going out and doing it, and I'm believing in you, and you know that you're doing the best you can. And so I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you to want to do it. I don't want you to do your goals for me. I want you to do them for you, right? So you just got to build a connection with people and tell them, and not tell them, but encourage them, and just those relationships with your customers. My gosh, this is the time to connect and just call people and just be like, how are you? What do you need? Like, those are the customers. Right now, you're going to build customers for the rest of your life. Like, these people that are living this life with you right now in your Mary Kay career are going to be with you for the next like 60 years in Mary Kay. Seriously, you should be grateful. You should be grateful. So number 2 is keep things light, but remain productive. Okay. Keep things light, but remain productive. You know, I don't work a lot. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't work a lot. I don't work a lot of Mary Kay because I don't want to. I don't want to work a lot in any job because I have worked so hard that I just don't have to anymore. So now I work smart. I'm very, very smart. I work smart, not hard. I have a very strict schedule. So when this isolation thing happened, it really like tore me apart at first because I couldn't follow my schedule. And I was like, what is happening? The world is really crumbling because I can't follow my schedule. So I personally had to go make a new schedule that was more realistic to what was going on right now. But I'm very structured. I'm very strict. I work when I work, and when I don't, I don't, right? And so, you know, it's really important to keep things light, remain productive, keep working no matter what. No matter what, keep working. Number 3 is possess and entail confidence. I mean, there is a lot of things that going on in the world that is taking our confidence away. But the biggest thing I can encourage you to do is just be confident in what you're doing, confident in this company. I've never been so confident in this company and this right now as I am in my career in Mary Kay. I am so stinking confident in this company that it gives me confidence in sharing the opportunity because I know what it's all about. I know the blessings that this company is giving us. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. Number 4 is be honest and trustworthy. Be honest and trustworthy. If you want to become a charismatic leader, you got to be honest and trustworthy all the time. Can your friends, your customers, They trust you. I just had a lady text me an order, and she said, hey, I just seen you did a video on the Skinvigorate brush. She said, do you think I need a cleanser with it and like a serum? And I'm like, yeah, I would totally recommend it. And she's like, okay, here's here's my email, send me an invoice. Just, I trust that you'll give me what I need. Right? So she's just leaving it in my hands of what she needs for a cleanser and serum. Like, obviously, I'm not going to go and just give her like everything under our whole collection. I'm going to give her what she needs. But building that trustworthy, honest relationship with people, look at that. Like, she's going to just be like, she's just sending me money. Just like, okay, whatever she needs, right? So build that, not just with your customers, but with your team members too. With the people around you, build that. You know, I hope that my team can trust me and knows that I'm honest and that I'm doing everything in the most Mary Kay ethical way, because to me, that's the only way to do it, right? I wouldn't be where I am if that's not how I built my business, right? And number 5 is to have a strong commitment to the goals. Okay, becoming a charismatic leader. Here's a lesson for you. So there was a moment, it happened last week, that I was like, okay, it's okay if we don't hit our goal. It's okay. Like, we're at 400,000 already. That's really good. I'm going to just give it a break. I'm not going to talk about it anymore and let the team just enjoy the next. There was a moment, okay? And then I was like, no. We are not giving up. We're not giving up. We are committed to the goal no matter what. No matter what. You know what? I may be really far. Like, look at these Post-it notes far. I'm really far away from the goal. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only difference of, we talked about this today. I had a top director come on one of my calls. The only difference between a beauty consultant and a sales director is that we don't give up. We never give up. We never give up. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, no matter the goal. And so you shouldn't either. So we are going to fight for this goal to the bitter end. And we're gonna make it happen. So that's a charismatic leader doesn't give up. Okay. So how much difference what is the difference of having charisma in your business? Is that going to make a difference if you can become a more charismatic leader? Recent studies have shown that the nature of charismatic people have more power to inspire, and they also inspire in ways that other people may fall short. So I always think that this has been a really blessing for me. I do feel like I'm a very charismatic person, which is really good, because there are a lot of areas that I am not a strong leader in. I am not strong in technology. I am not strong in, there's a lot of things, but I feel like the studies say, if you could be really good and confident and strong in the areas that you are good in, then you'll still lead with power, with might, with people will still want to follow you and be a part of what you're doing. So having charisma is about having empathy. It's about being a good listener. It's, we talked about having eye contact, enthusiasm, self-confidence, and just being really confident in who you are as a person, right? As a good person. That's it. You just have to be a really good person all the time. Think the best. Don't think negatively. Stop judging people. Don't put your judgy pants on. Get rid of the RBF, right? And so it's a real thing. It really is a real thing. And some people have those lines permanently there because they're just always so I can't even try to make myself do it. But that's the way it should be. You just should have such a perma smile on your face that you're just always smiling, right? Always smiling. Okay. So, do you need to get a pick-me-up on your confidence? Do you need to adjust your charismatic personality a little bit, right? Do you think that will help you in your business to become a little bit more excited, a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more enthusiastic? Sometimes it's just the way we talk, the way we speak, the way we smile, right? So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about tonight was having a bold, confident mindset. Create some opportunities for yourself and learn how to get everything you want by adding a little boldness into your life. Okay. Boldness is the opposite of fearfulness. To be bold implies a willingness to get things done despite the risks. We all have risks. We all have fear. We all have things that hold us back. But boldness is not letting those fears, those insecurities, or anything hold you back. The meaning of the word boldness is not hesitating or being fearful in the face of actual or possible danger. It's being courageous and daring. My friends, we have 2 months left of this seminar year. This is the time to get bold, to be daring, to be fearless. Boldness is important because when the opportunity appears, we want to be able to take it. Boldness fires up the hormones in our brains and in our body. It gives us clarity and energy and a good feeling. When we take action based on the virtue of boldness, we learn so much, much, much more than we would analyzing and studying. I don't know about you guys, but when I do things more boldly and more courageously, I think the outcome is generally overall better because I didn't let myself stop and think about it and analyze it. And, you know, this went up yesterday in my office at 4 o'clock. My unit meeting was at 7 o'clock. So I was like, this is what's happening. This is what I'm doing. And I was like, the whole time, my arm is like killing me putting up these Post-it notes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what we're doing. Okay, we're going to do this. Holy man, right? So sometimes you just got to act instead of thinking. How many of us stop and think and be like, oh, should I call people today? Like, you know, I have it scheduled. Should I pick up the phone? Should I do some booking calls? Maybe people don't want to do it. They got so much going. Like, we act out of fear because we analyze and we stop and we think about things, but just be bold, be courageous, go and do it. If that is what you want to do, then go do it. If you want to earn a pink Cadillac, then go earn a pink Cadillac. Stop talking about it and just go do it. This is so true that some people are naturally bold. I get it. Some people are naturally bold and some people just have it in them that they can do those things. You know what? I wasn't always bold. I had to really teach myself to be bold and just be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go and do things, right? I remember I had a lesson one time that I talked to my team about, and they were so we were so afraid to pick up the phone and start doing booking calls that I was like, okay, whenever you are ready to go do booking calls, just count backwards from 5 and get up and do it and go and don't think about it and just dial the number. And then they were on the phone. I remember sitting here with a girl and she was on the phone. She's like, now what do? I was like, I don't know, you talked to her. And she was like, oh my God, what do I say? Hi. And it was like the funniest moment of my entire life. But it was so good. And she did it. And she's like, I didn't die. I'm like, you didn't die. Do it again. And she's like, what? I'm like, go, just call that number. I'm like, here, it's ringing. And so, you know, sometimes we just have to do things. We have to teach ourselves to do it. Not all of us are naturally bold. Carol Thompson, my friend, she is naturally bold. That woman can do anything. I look at her and I'm just like, I'm like, God gave you a gift. I can't do that. I can't do that. But that doesn't matter because I teach myself to do it. This means that you can condition yourself to be bold and accept a certain level of anxiety comfortably, because you're going to get a little bit of anxiety when you start to become a little bit more bold. When you do things that are a little bit more fearful and just step out of your comfort zone and do it, you're going to probably get a little bit more anxiety. But I promise you, the outcome usually calms the anxiety down. And by the end of it, you forget that you even had anxiety at all, right? So just do it. Just do it. Adjust as you go along. And so become a bold, courageous person. Boldness is a leadership trait that should be mastered, because I remember thinking to myself that I'm like, I can't be scared of these things. I can't do these things because if I'm afraid to do it, then my team's going to be afraid to do it. And my team is never going to do this. And I'm never going to have a top unit if I'm afraid. So just go do it. And so I would have to teach myself to do it. You know, I don't know if you guys know my story about me becoming a sales director, but my sales director actually, I went through 3 sales directors. My first sales director quit very early in my career, and life just had happened. So she stepped down. And then I went to another lady who was not really doing anything either. And she didn't even talk to me. She was in my unit or I was in her unit for several months, and she never called me once. Not once. I don't even know the lady. That was in my DIQ time. And I was trying to go through DIQ with a sales director that never talked to me. And so it was not cool. And so my old sales director, who had to step down for life reasons, went to this lady and said, sign this paper. This woman on your team wants to go become a director and she can't do it without you. So stop being selfish. And so she signed the paper, and that was how, like, that was my story of how I started. And so I really truly had to teach myself all of these things every step of the way. As a Red Jacket, I was holding unit meetings in my home as a Red Jacket, not knowing a single thing about this business. I was pregnant with my twins when I became a sales director. And I remember I was when I became a director and I had the kids, I remember I was doing meetings in my home, and then I would run upstairs while I had them doing an assignment, and I would nurse the twins, and then I would run back downstairs. And so, you know, you just have to be bold. Sometimes you have to be bold, and you have to do things that are uncomfortable. You do. You have to do things that are uncomfortable. I had to learn a lot of things that made me uncomfortable, and I'm still learning things that make me uncomfortable. And so I feel like when you choose to be bold, you're not just inspiring yourself, but you're inspiring others around you. And so to me, that was a really big accomplishment. If I could teach myself to be more bold and to do things that were a little bit more courageous, then I felt like my team would, and that was a win for me. And, you know, that was just me as a little old Red Jacket, like knew nothing about the business, nothing about the business. I was having meetings as a Red Jacket in my home. I didn't even know about the company, barely anything, honestly. I didn't know anything. Everything I learned, I just learned, and as I went, truly. So unfortunately, far more people wait for someone who is bold to lead the way, hoping someone will shine luck upon them and that they will just be able to follow. And, you know, it's unfortunate that so many people are like that. I truly believe that. But, you know, imagine what life would look like and your business would look like if you just took life by the reins and said, let's go and let's do this. And you were just bold and courageous for everything you did. What would your business look like if you weren't afraid of your phone? If you weren't afraid to get the no's? If you weren't afraid to call people and say, I think you should do Mary Kay? If you weren't afraid of any of that, what would your business look like? You don't even have to tell me, because I know what would happen. I know what it would look like, right? So perhaps it's time to unleash the bold leader in you. Try adding some of these actions into your daily repertoire. See how much faster the magic of boldness will take action when you do things out of being more charismatic and be more bold. Look at the things around you when you add those simple little steps into your life. When you're alone, imagine yourself a bold superhero person. Vividly visualize yourself as being confident and positive all the time, right? I really truly believe that will make a big difference in your business and in your life. Close your eyes and mentally enact a scene where you face someone really boldly. Okay, let's do it. Close your eyes. And you're something that always makes you afraid and that you just have so much fear over doing. Okay, maybe it's warm chattering a stranger. There's a beautiful woman that you see and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to give her my business card. I can't do it. Just imagine yourself, close your eyes and be like, yes, I am a superwoman and I'm going to do this. And you're going to pull out your business card and you're going to write your name on it. Oh, your business card should have your name on it, but you're going to bring it to her and you're going to be like, hi, my name is Raven. I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, right? Imagine yourself every day, those courageous things. You know, what took me to become a Red Jacket to a sales director, you know what I had to tell myself? No joke, did this. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I practiced my interview, not my interviewing, but my introduction. I would say, hi, my name is Raven and I'm a sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Hi, my name is Raven and I'm a sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I used to do that to myself to get it imprinted in my brain that I was going to be a sales director with Mary Kay. And I always thought it sounded better than saying, I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay. And I was like, I'm going to be a sales director so I can say that, right? That was one of the reasons why I wanted to move up, because it sounded better. Truly, I'm not even kidding you guys. I wouldn't even kid you. Okay. So every day, wake up and imagine yourself doing those bold and courageous things. What is it? What is it you need to do every single day that you have been putting off and that you're afraid to do? Stop being afraid. Be bold, be courageous. Wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to conquer today and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be courageous. Even if it's those 10 seconds of, insane, courageous moments, just do it. Okay. The image you create will remain etched in your mind if you do this frequently. So if you can coach yourself to be more bold, to be more courageous, to pick up that stupid phone that weighs 10,000 pounds and call somebody, your business will soar. You will soar. Boldness is important because when the opportunity appears, we want to be able to take it. Boldness fires you up. It fires up your brains, my friends. So how to be bold and creative? So number one, how to be bold and create boldness. Number one is pretend that you're already bold. If you're not bold, then you got to pretend that you're bold. If you were to switch places with somebody who is as bold as can be, what would they do in your shoes? Think about them. If you're not a bold person, be like, okay, what would this person do? If she would just go do it, right? Like, what would she do? If you already know someone, act it out. Be that person. Think like her. If it's a movie from a character from a movie, then be that character from a movie. Whatever you need to do. Spend an hour a day pretending you're bold. Pretending. I don't care. If you need to pretend you're bold to make yourself become more bold, then do it. Okay. Number two is make the move first. Whenever you're feeling hesitant, make the move first, especially in your intentions with its other people. If it's to swallow your pride, or if you need to apologize, or, whatever it is, make the move first. That is boldness. When you make a mistake, own up to it, right? If it's whatever it needs to be, just make that move first. Tell the person you'd love to go play, be apologetic. Tell people you love them. Whatever it is, make the move first. Number three is asking for what you want. Speak up. Bold people are not necessarily loud or boisterous, but they have to speak up and they have to speak and say things. I tell this to my team all the time, that I'm like, you guys, you just need to talk to me. Tell me what's happening. I bet you each one of you has something going on in your life that you would like to talk to somebody about, or in your business, or anything, but for some reason, we don't always speak up. We don't always talk it. We don't always get it out, and we just leave it bottled up. And this is something that I know my team says to me, and I'm sure your team say, oh, I know you're so busy, I don't want to bother you. Like, are you kidding me? That is the dumbest response I have ever heard. I don't even want to hear that. We live to help you guys. Like, my job, my career is about helping my team and the people around it. And, all of us as this unity of our Moving On Up group is to help you guys. We gather every week to help you. So for you to say, I don't want to bother you with my questions, is not okay. So speak up. Talk to your director. Like, if you're not connecting with her at least once every, I would say, a week or 2 weeks, she's missing out. She wants to hear from you. Like, even if it's a, hey, things are great, just wanted to tell you things are good. That's it. Like, I'm telling you, she would die to hear that. Die. So speak up. Okay. Most importantly, we need to understand when and how you feel, or the people around you. If you're not speaking what you're feeling, then we, especially as your leaders, we don't know how to help you. We just assume everything is fine and dandy and that you are doing, everything's awesome and you're happy where you want to be. So be bold, speak up, talk. Bold leaders are not afraid to talk. So if you want to be a bold, courageous leader, it's really important to build your confidence and speak to people. Okay. Boldness can bring you a lot of blessings. I truly believe that. And number 4 is when to build boldness is pairing action with knowledge. Even though bold leaders are prone to action, they rarely are considered rash. They apply the same sense of action to learning as they would in any other activity. So bold leaders want to make sure their actions lead to success, but they also investigate before leading their team. So you don't want to just do something that's like super rash and super crazy that may end you up in jail or something. I don't know, I'm being really rash, but you know, but you want to think about your actions before. Being bold requires still being logical, right? You don't want to go like, hey, Desiree says let's go jump off a bridge. Okay, let's go do it. You know, no, you still want to be logical. You still want to think, okay? Even though bold leaders want to make sure their actions lead to success. We always want to make sure that we are leading to success. I have a child screaming. What? Go after dad. I don't know where he is either. Go. Okay. So, do you want to be a bold, courageous leader? Even if it's just leading your family, even if it's leading your team, if it's leading your team, whatever it may be. Do you want to be a bold leader that possesses confidence, that, you know, allows others to join on and to see what's going on? You know, you'll honestly increase your confidence and your success rate if you become a more bold, courageous leader. Okay, so another thing about being a bold leader, how to build boldness. That's what I'm like, what am I talking about here? How do I build boldness? So another thing to build boldness is also accepting the value of failure. You know, I know as a leader that I'm not going to reach all my goals, and that I'm not going to get all the calls that I want in, or that my team is not going to, you know, there are team members that I have thought were going to like be national sales directors, and that they were going to just do all these great things. And then all of a sudden they're gone, and they went to, Mary Kay La La Land. And so, you know, you have to accept the failures as well, and accept that not everybody is going to be bold, courageous, and confident. And that's okay, right? Not everybody is going to do that, and that's okay. But it's just really important to understand that there are greater rewards from every step and every journey in your Mary Kay career. And that bold leaders also know how to use risk and use it as their advantage, right? So I also feel like every time I have a person that leaves my unit, I'm like, you know what, as long as I gave her one nugget of life that she can take with her wherever she is going, I feel like I've done my job. And so, you know, I make sure that failure is acceptable and that it's okay. You know, it's not necessarily a failure that when somebody leaves, but sometimes we feel like it is, right? And I think that pursues us not to push forward. You know, I'm sure we've all had team members who have left our team who thought they were going to do great things, and now you're like, I don't want to team build ever again because I thought I hit the jackpot, and it was the complete opposite, right? I think it's important to look at that and just say, you know what, reboot, kick yourself in the butt and say, let's go again, let's do it again, right? Or, you know, if you were in a car and then you drop down a level in a car, and then you move back up, you know, we all have those different things that we call failures in our business, but it's okay. You just got to accept those things that happen and just keep moving yourself forward. The most important thing, number 6, is to make the most of small wins. I think that this is so important, that many people sit and wait for the right opportunity. And, you know I said this, is that I said this even when I had my first sales director. I was like, one day I'm going to be a sales director. I didn't know what that even meant. I just said it. I'm like, I'm going to be a sales director. I know it. I just want that. I want to be a sales director. And so I'm like, yeah, one day. And so, you know, bold people understand that rarely in any situation is there a perfect time from the beginning to the end. There's no perfect time to start building your business. There's no perfect time to start tracking a car. There's no perfect time to do anything. It's just acting. It's just getting up and getting into action right now, right? So consistent little wins spells success. I truly believe that. All these little tiny wins are going to equal big success for you in your business. Winning builds confidence. It does truly build confidence. So if you are allowing yourself to have small wins along the way, you are going to build more confidence in your business. And number 7 is build momentum. So to become more bold, a bold leader, You want to build momentum. Bold people recognize that a single victory is not enough, and that you want to create a series of actions, a series of wins, and gather your team in confidence and speed and power, and have a sense of energy to drive forward to the next goal, right? You want to just make sure that you're having all those small wins and building momentum and building momentum. You know, I have always been so fortunate that these next few months have always been the greatest months of my career and my business. And July and August and September, though, that's my best quarter ever coming into the new year, because I build that momentum and we just keep going and we keep driving. And so that sense of energy driving forward right now, we have 2 months left in the seminar year. That momentum that we're going to build and create right now is going to push us to even have a better 2021. I don't know about you guys, but I need to make sure that I'm looking so far ahead that I'm not just thinking about right now. It's the wins right now that are going to build to the wins forever. We are in this game, this Mary Kay game, not just for today, not just for tomorrow, but the rest of our lives. So we want to make sure that we are building momentum for the rest of your lives, right? So craft a plan so that each action takes an advantage of success from the last. So what plan is going to help one move you forward to the next one? So what action takes advantage of the success from the next? I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I don't have coronavirus, I promise. Okay. So what action? For me, that started off as saying I was going to be a car driver. I was going to earn a car. I knew that if I became a car driver, it would allow me to move forward and move forward. I needed a stepping stone. I needed a win at each level. So obviously Red Jacket was first, but once I was in Red Jacket, this is when my brain had this thought. So if you're not in a Red Jacket, I would say that would be my next non-negotiable goal. I say by the end of the week, make a decision and make it happen. Truly and honestly, the starter kit is $24. There is no reason for you not to be able to be in a Red Jacket, okay? Then once you have that win is going to take advantage and it's going to help propel you to the next one and the next goal and the next goal. So Red Jacket, car, for me, that was car. I just wanted a car. Actually at the time, I just wanted the 500 bucks. I just wanted the 500 bucks. I just had my twins. I had a minivan, brand new minivan. I didn't want to pay the payment. So that 500 bucks for me was what I needed. That was my stepping stone. So I hit it and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's keep going. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a premier level car. Now I can get that SUV. Oh my gosh, the SUV. Imagine what that would be. I wouldn't have to drive this minivan. Oh my, and so what goal is it? Have that goal set out, but all those little stepping stone goals along the way. And when you do that and you have those stepping stone goals and you conquer them, you're going to be a strong beauty consultant. You're going to be a strong sales director. You're going to be a strong leader because you hit all of those goals along the way, okay? So take advantage of any win. I don't care whatever win it is. If you wake up and you sell a mascara and you feel damn good about that mascara, then you need to praise it. And you need to give yourself a pat on the back and say, I sold a mascara today, yes! Because sometimes that is a freaking win. And that is all you need to propel yourself forward. So take advantage of those. If you feel good about it, share it, speak it at your unit meetings, at your Zooms, talk about it. If it makes you feel good, speak up. Don't hold it in, because somebody else is probably feeling the exact same way. Somebody else is probably like, oh my gosh, you know what? I sold a mascara today too, and I actually felt really good about it. Like, you need to speak up, right? I sold that order today, and that's going to be like my topic of the week. My customer trusted me enough to just say, tell me what you need. Tell me what I need and I'm going to buy it, right? So that is a win. Take advantage of those wins. Okay. So it is so important, I truly believe, to build boldness, to build a charismatic personality, to be somebody that your people want to be around. Your customers, your friends, your clients, build a culture that they want to be around. So calibrate your bold, magnetic, charismatic, and confidence all the time. I don't care if you're not a bold, charismatic, confident person, you're going to smile and you're going to pretend to be. everywhere you go. And people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that woman is so charismatic and she's so confident in herself. Why is she smiling all the time? Right? Just do it. I'm telling you, it will add so much to you. It'll add so much to you. So when you bring your bold and your magnetic, charismatic personality, you will have an opportunity to calibrate the external energy of confidence anytime you choose. By mindfully observing what's happening around you, how you're responding or reacting, and adjusting accordingly. So get your antennas up, get dialed in, get interested in people and different situations surrounding you. Connect, build relationships, talk to people, get on the phone. You know, today Rochelle from corporate called me, and it was like actually almost weird to have a conversation like this and not like this anymore, because we're building that relationship of connection. And I was like, oh, like this is, I'm like, where do I hold this now? Honestly, that happened today. So encourage yourself to be more aware of people and their surroundings. If you notice that people on your Facebook feed have a lot of negativity and things are going on, you know, send them messages and be like, hey, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you and that you are loved. Imagine what that would do for somebody. Like, that is bold. That's a bold action. But imagine what that would do for somebody if they had a lot of negativity going on. I mean, that is what we're doing here. Look around you, the people that are surrounding you, and see where you can add to their life. Okay. My homework and my challenge for you is to become more bold this week. Be bold. Do things that you normally wouldn't do. And don't think twice about it. Just do it. Do it. Do on the spot booking challenges. Like if you haven't booked your Zoom calls yet, or your Zoom classes, or your Facebook Live parties, my challenge for you is to just do it. What is holding you back? Be bold. You don't need to know what to say. Just get on there and start talking and smile. Oh gosh, sometimes I crack myself up. Okay, so book so many parties that you don't even know what to do. Book so many Facebook Lives that you get overwhelmed and you have anxiety about that. I truly believe that it will make all the difference in your business. Choose to be bold. Choose to be charismatic. So boldness and charisma go together. Like they go together in your Mary Kay business, and they are going to make all the difference. Make sure that you are always being a bold and charismatic boss babe, because you deserve all the successes in your business and some. Okay, I need to do a prize. I forgot about that. So while I'm getting Post-its to do this, I want you to write down how you can become more bold and more charismatic in your business. I want you to write down 3 points, how you can become more bold and more charismatic. Okay, be specific. I gotta get things. More bold, more charismatic. How can you add that to your life right now and in your business? I'm writing everyone down. Adele, Claire, Lisa. Does anybody have any questions about all that fun stuff that we just went over?
No, but you made some awesome points. So thank you so much for your work today.
Good. I'm so excited. Isn't
Thank
it
you
funny?
very much, Raven.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on. Din Din. Yes, I tell that to my girls all the time. Be a part of the Din Din Club. Do it now, do it now, do it now. I need to grab enough.
Raven. Thank you, Raven.
I missed somebody. Somebody said something.
Just me, Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi. Where did Melissa go?
I think Melissa, I seen her pop off, but I'll write her name down. Okay. Melissa, Christine, Patricia, Ruby. Look at all of you. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, and done. All right. So I have all your names here written down, little tabs. I'm just gonna drop them all on my thing and look up at you guys, mix them all around. Dun, dun, dun. All right, and my winner is Selena!
Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Congratulations! So send me your address and I will send you a little prize in the mail.
Thank you. I will.
Awesome. Well, ladies, have a fabulous, fabulous finish to your month end. You still have a day and a half to make magic happen. Be bold. Just go get it done. Whatever it is that you need to do, get it done.
Thank you.
Bye, girls.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.